Welcome back. Your feel-good breakfast show on this Monday morning. We're talking about long-distance relationships with Dr. Eve, our resident relationship expert. And before we carry on with the conversation, we asked you, how do you make a long-distance relationship work? And this is what you had to say.
A lot of phone calls. You've got to truly love somebody to make it work, and yeah, you just got to persevere and be strong. It takes a strong-willed person to keep a long-distance relationship going.
You got to commit to making it work. It's got to come from you. And I think it's also it's a two-way thing, so they also got to be able to be willing to make it work.
Trust and communication. I think trust is a big thing. I think if you have a really jealous partner, that's really not going to work, because someone who's always suspicious of everything. And communication is important, especially the right amount of communication. Some people like a lot, some people don't like too much, and you really need to make it work for the two of you, because different people have different needs. You just need to be on the same page about everything and have the time to have those discussions.
In my experience, you don't make long-distance relationships work.
Wow, okay. So do we have the silver bullet answer? Is there a way of making it work, Dr. Eve?
You have to have an end goal. So
the end goal. So when you start,
that's a priority.
Are you saying when you start a long-distance relationship, you've got to be thinking marriage already?
No.
Okay.
End goal meaning that I need to know when I will see you again. If you kind of leave it open and you just have these conversations and these Skype sessions, and there isn't like a set, we're going to meet in 2 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you leave each other, the golden rule is, when are we going to see each other again? Because others, you're left in this open container, which just feels absolutely threatening to everybody. And it feels like it's too open.
Yeah.
And we need to be containing these things called relationships. So we need to know we are going to be seeing each other once a week, every second week, once a month. There's something that you are working towards, that you are living towards.
Like a certain sense of commitment to the relationship,
That's what
right?
the word is,
Communication and commitment.
And that's where you have the trust factor and the accountability that comes in, because you know that there is this thing called commitment.
And how do you stop yourself from growing apart? We were asking that earlier on, because you are in different places. There's a chance that you could grow apart. You are in different circles.
Yeah, you could do that even if you were living in the same city. Of course, the chances is enhanced when you are not sharing these experiences and creating memories together. So it's so important to communicate. That's a challenge, is how do I communicate more effectively when I'm in a long-distance relationship? Because everything depends on the talking. And you know, most people don't really like to talk when they're in a relationship. They like to do or hang out or watch series together. You can't do that. So it's like saying, OK, this is a series that we're going to be watching. Watch it independently, but then talk about it afterwards. Go to movies separately in separate cities, but then talk about it afterwards. Read the same books, listen to the same music, because then you've got something that you're actually sharing together as well. And then have your own interests, but you want to be sharing them with each other.
Okay. We've got Kobe from KwaZulu-Natal on the line. Good morning, Kobe.
Morning.
Thank you very much for your call. What is your question or your comment?
My comment is this morning, out of sight, out of mind.
Ooh, that's a very dangerous line there, Kobe. Have you experienced that? Were you in a long-distance relationship, Kobe?
Yes, previously, before I got married.
And how did you... So was it a case of you dating and it was out of sight, out of mind?
Yes, because I was in... That time I was in Johannesburg, and previously she was in Pretoria.
So how did you make it work?
We didn't.
Oh, we didn't. Out of sight, out of mind. So Kobe is a naysayer.
I think that person just didn't make an impression on you at all, because if that person is out of sight and out of mind, that means that you're not thinking about them. There isn't an impression. I can't say
but life goes on, doesn't it? I mean, if you're busy, life goes on. I mean, you've got your stuff to do during the day and stuff, so...
Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. That's a very strong opinion, I guess, on the one side, but then you also, can say you need to prioritize love as well, because it is an important part.
Too. If this person, if Kirby needs to have somebody around to keep remembering that person, he's not going to be a good candidate for long-distance relationship.
But I think at the end of the day, the most important thing, like you're saying, is creating and sharing those memories that create that kind of trust and security within your long-distance relationship.
Exactly. Good
Dr.
security.
Eve, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. I think the ultimate long-distance relationship formula is love, wololo, side people, dololo. Just keep those two things apart. Leanne, over to you.